Yeah, so come springtime, we're gonna just knock off the tops here, about that height. Should have my clippers with me, but I don't. But anyway, that's what we're gonna be doing. I love growing fruit, whether it's raspberries, blueberries, anything. Just to see it produced and get it off the vine into your plant, into your mouth, just such a joy. And all my kids, everybody, family loves raspberries and blueberries. Well, my mom and dad and myself, we came to Canada in 1959, and we lived in North Vancouver for 10 years. And I used to come out on the farms in the summers and work on the berry farms, stay in the cabins there. Then in 1969, my dad came out and we bought 12 acres on Bradner Road in Abbotsford. And in 1972, we had a chance to buy more land. And my dad quit his job in the mill and I quit my school, and we went at it from there. The journey started right there. Oh, my dad, I tell you, he worked so hard. He was always in the field with the labor, and he had the vision for us to expand down here, then in the cranberry business. But he was so hardworking. Just when he first came to Canada, he couldn't get a job for a lot of years, and actually he had to shave off his head to get any kind of jobs. And then when we got back into the raspberry business back in Canada after a few years, then he grew his hair and put on his turban again. Well, I was in India over the winter, and I come back and my dad says, "Hey, I just bought 130 acres on Halverstick Road." He'd come down here, he met Carl Vanderplu and Jean de Vries, and so they sold him our first farms up on Halverstick Road. And we have raspberries and blueberries here in the US. We also, in 1992, planted about 40 acres of cranberries. My dad that's another one of his pet projects. And but anyways, that was a thing that we did for about 10 years, and then we just decided to go the other way and start into blueberries. Well, in 1984, we started Clearbrook Packers, mainly to process our raspberries, my partner, Cher Braich, and I. And we had that plant for 25 years. Then we sold it in 2006, and we were down here, and then I think Rolf and Mo and myself, we got together and started up Northwest Berry Packers. I had a lot of experience in sales and stuff because I'd been handling all that up in Canada. So we went from there, and I think it's been a big success and something that the industry needed at the time. All my kids have worked on the farm in the processing plant. My son has continued into farming. He also just comes and handles all the harvest on the Canadian side in the summers. And without him, it's hard to manage that side of the harvest time, especially because I'm usually down here with Pablo. Well, what can you say about Pablo? He's such a wonderful person, first of all. You know, he'll help anybody. He joined us around 1990 and just stayed with us. And without him, we wouldn't be where we are today. I mean, he's like my other son. Another person that's very important to our farming is my wife, who's a CPA. And we've been married for 50 years. And she's been right through the struggle with us, ups and downs, good times, bad times, but we're made it through, and now we're enjoying our retirement, semi-retirement, because she wants me to take more time, but I still, when I'm around here, I want to be on the farm. So now we've got 6 grandkids, and my oldest 2 grandkids, actually one is in Canada driving the machine, the other one moves around here, there, and just helps out on the farm with me. And the other ones, it'll be a while before the younger ones get there, but they're anxious. I love growing raspberries. I love growing blueberries. Nothing gives me more joy than every day. When I'm around here, I'm away a lot nowadays. Pablo handles everything here. I love driving through the fields every day, whether it's the start of the spring or pruning time, harvest time. I'm here all the time, and it's just something that you can't. It's a passion. I don't know what I'd do without it.
I met Raj about 35 years ago. We both bought Fendt tractors, some farmers equipment, and we ended up going to Europe together. Didn't know him, and he turned out to be my roommate there. We've been friends pretty much ever since. He's a good guy, and we've enjoyed our time together. We golfed and traveled and done a lot of things together, but mostly we've grown raspberries together. He was with us when we got big, and then we got small, and then we got big again. But he's always stayed pretty constant in the raspberry business.
Raj's been involved in the raspberry industry for a long time on both sides of the border. He's always been an excellent grower and an outstanding businessman. I understand that raspberry business is interfering with your golf game, and let's hope that you get on the senior circuit. And once again, thanks.
I've known Raj Bathe for close to 40 years, and we've worked with him. He's delivered fruit here. I've bought fruit from him. We've been in business together. He's been a great farmer to work with. I know he was one of the original farmers that came out of Canada, and he's brought a lot of innovation and a lot of new stuff as a pretty aggressive farmer. So he's done a lot of good things for us as an industry and for a lot of the community itself. So we've appreciated having him for all these years, what he's done for us as an industry, but also as a community member.
One thing about Raj, what was always interesting, I've known him for 35 years as being his consultant and as a friend. He had so much to bring to the table that I think I learned more from him than he ever learned from me. So I really cherish that. And one thing I took to heart when I told him I was retiring, he said, well, do everything you like to do it as often as you can, and do it as long as you can. And hence that's why we're here in Africa today doing some traveling. A piece of advice from Raj I took to heart. So Raj, congratulations, well-deserved reward.
I'm 73 right now, so everybody says, when are you going to retire? But I can't. I just told my family the other day, I think I'm going to keep on going for another 5 years or so, and then we'll decide what we're going to do. And then who knows, it might be another 5 after that. So. And on raspberries and any fruit, you're always learning. I mean, even right now, we're learning, you know. There's not a day that, you know, I'm talking to somebody, our friends in the farming business, and we learn and we give back by helping others if they want the help. Yeah, that's part of the cycle.